rise. Welcome. I want to welcome you to a day that in this family will last forever. We are gathered together today to witness and to celebrate the wedding of June Marie Wilks and Stephen Arthur Hardwick. You have come here to share in their formal commitment that they will make with one another before God and offer your love and support to them today. They are now surrounded by the people who are most dear and who are most important to them. The bride and groom would like to thank you all for being here today and would like you to know that each of you were invited here on this day because you have played an important part in their intertwining lives. I would also like to take a moment and acknowledge some family that were unable to make it today due to a recent incident. Jeannie, Stephen's sister, and her husband Jerry Bauer are currently in the hospital. May their faith help keep them strong in this difficult time. Let us keep them in our thoughts and prayers. We are reminded in Corinthians, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. In the time that June and Stephen have spent together, they have built the sturdy foundation for a lifelong relationship. They have learned from past experiences, learned to appreciate each other and to be honest to one another. Stephen often wonders, who's crazier? They have realized that love is finding someone who will embrace the crazy, someone with which you can enjoy the insanity. Stephen, from the moment you met June, you knew the connection was instant. You have pushed her out of her comfort zone. With that push and support, there would be no magic. June, you value your friendship, the honesty you share, and the support. You both have loved each other more than anyone from the very beginning. Every couple has amazing stories and adventures that bring them closer together, bring much laughter and fond memories. Before Stephen, June had accidents for 3 Septembers in a row. And even though there were minor bumps and bruises along the way, all of that changed when she met Stephen, and he has since kept her accident-free. Stephen, on the other hand, was once chopping wood with June's son one afternoon, and out of eagerness, almost lost a toe. I am sure that from this day forward, Stephen will keep June accident-free, not only every September, but year-round. And Stephen now thankfully owns a pair of steel-toe boots. June and Stephen learn to work together, to laugh together, and to love together. Don't get caught up in worldly things that will draw you apart. Instead, focus inward and on your shared devotion. As your relationship strengthens, you will find that you come to share a remarkable love, a love that is both abundantly given and freely accepted. The joy you'll find as you pursue your shared lives will fuel you to face head-on the challenges you'll encounter on this earth. On your journeys together, keep your spouse in the space of highest priority in your heart. The love you share must be guarded and cherished. It is your most valuable treasure. Under the eyes of God, I solemnly consecrate these matrimonial proceedings and the sacred covenant you both shall enter into on this day. Marriage is an ancient rite. As you enter into this union, you are choosing to take part in a historical human establishment and are pledging your commitment before the witnesses present here today to enter into that tradition with honor. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know, all of those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed, well, I meant it, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. For this moment, you have been many things to one another. Acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, even teacher. You have learned much from one another these past years. Shortly you shall say a few words that will take you across a threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today you shall say the word, "This is my husband, this is my wife." June and Stephen, I would at this time invite you to publicly declare your written vows. June, you may begin.
You are my best friend. I fell in love with you for the qualities, abilities, and outlook that you have on life. I love you for who you are. I promise to encourage and support you, to laugh with you, and to comfort you in times of sorrow. And I promise not to only say the words "I love you," but to show my love for you.
Mine's bigger.
You may begin.
June, I know God brought you into my life. Only He could find someone who fits me as well as you do. You made me realize what it means to truly be loved. You taught me it's okay to receive love. And while you may have created a greedy monster, I promise to give you more than I receive. I vow every day to love you the way Christ Jesus loves us all. And I thank God for bringing you into my life.
June and Stephen, please join hands. Under the eyes of God, June Marie Wilks, do you take Stephen Arthur Hardwick to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to honor him in love, to be sensitive to his needs, to comfort him in difficulty, to put your full and complete trust in him so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Under the eyes of God, Stephen Arthur Hardwick, do you take June Marie Wilks to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to honor her in love, to be sensitive to her needs, to comfort her in difficulty, to put your full and complete trust in her, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
By the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church in the state of Texas, I pronounce you, June Marie Wilks and Stephen Arthur Hardwick, as husband and wife, lawfully wedded before God. Stephen, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present Mr. and Mrs. Stephen Arthur Hardwick.